Here's the controversial truth that most beauty campaigns won't admit. Authenticity sells better than perfection, and Miu Miu just proved it in the most unexpected way possible. Miu Miu Beauty's Fall 2025 campaign analysis, when Emma Corrin and Hailey Gates rewrote the beauty playbook under the creative vision of Miuccia Prada. Directed by Hailey Gates, featuring Emma Corrin. Picture this. What if a fragrance advertisement completely ignored every traditional beauty marketing rule you've ever known? That's exactly what happened when Miu Miu Beauty launched their Miu campaign, and the results are sparking heated debates across the industry. The campaign opens with something most brands would never dare to attempt, a library setting that transforms from peaceful sanctuary into a playground of gentle chaos. But here's where it gets controversial. Instead of showcasing the typical glossy, airbrushed perfection we're conditioned to expect, director Hailey Gates, whose Sundance Jury Prize credentials speak for themselves, chose to present something radically different. Emma Corrin, the Golden Globe winner who's been making waves both on-screen and in fashion circles, becomes the centerpiece of this visual rebellion. And this is the part most people miss. Corrin isn't just modeling here. They're embodying a philosophy that challenges everything we think we know about beauty advertising. Watch closely as the word Miu literally jumps off library pages with an almost mischievous energy, as if the fragrance itself refuses to be contained by conventional boundaries. Furniture rearranges itself, creating an almost magical realism that feels more like a short film than a traditional commercial. Corrin moves through this orchestrated disruption with an effortless grace that suggests the entire world is responding to their authentic presence rather than their manufactured appeal. But here's what makes this campaign truly genius, and potentially controversial among traditional marketers: the visual restraint. In an era where brands bombard consumers with endless content streams, Miu Miu deliberately chose minimalism. The still images are intentionally scarce, forcing viewers to actually pay attention instead of mindlessly scrolling past. Let's talk about what's really radical here. Corrin appears with barely their makeup and visible tattoos on full display. This isn't the polished, untouchable beauty standard that's dominated the industry for decades. Instead, it's a bold statement about transparency and genuine self-expression that many established beauty houses would consider too risky. The emotional foundation of this Miu campaign taps directly into Miu Miu's signature contradiction. That delicious tension between innocence and sophistication, rebellion and refinement. Miuccia Prada's creative direction ensures that these opposing forces don't fight against each other, but instead dance together in perfect harmony. Gates' directorial approach deserves special recognition because she accomplishes something remarkable. Corrin never feels like they're performing for the camera. Instead, they inhabit the space naturally, extending Miu Miu's long-standing invitation for individuals to embrace their contradictions, to be simultaneously mysterious and approachable, distant yet intimate. Now, here's where the criticism comes in, and it's worth discussing. Some industry insiders argue that the campaign's limited still photography approach might be too minimalist for today's visual marketplace. While the restraint demonstrates confidence and artistic integrity, could additional imagery have provided more opportunities to showcase Corrin's remarkable expressive range? Given the richness and depth captured in the video content, this feels like a missed opportunity that deserves debate. However, and this might be the most controversial take of all, in an industry obsessed with content volume over meaningful resonance, this sparse approach feels refreshingly bold and self-assured. The campaign succeeds in positioning Miu not just as another fragrance launch, but as a manifesto for authentic self-expression. It's a quiet revolution disguised as a beauty advertisement, a gentle uprising that whispers rather than shouts its message. Call it subtle rebellion, call it sophisticated disruption. Miu arrives on the scene, ready to challenge established norms with nothing more than a single, confident spritz. Campaign credits: Miu Miu, Creative Director, Miuccia Prada, Director, Hailey Gates, Talent, Emma Corrin, Stylist, Lotta Volkova, Location, Prague. So here's my question for you. Do you think this minimalist, authenticity-focused approach represents the future of beauty advertising? Or is it too risky for mainstream success? Are we witnessing a genuine shift toward realness in beauty campaigns? Or is this just another marketing trend disguised as revolution? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious whether you see this as progressive evolution or pretentious art project.